happening, guys? Welcome back to WirthMorr Studios, and today we're starting a new series. We're going to be doing a little bit of a listing ranking series of the best things, places for all these activities we've done on our channel. We figured we want to say if you guys have the best opportunity to experience those things, so we're going to tell you our favorites on each list today. Obviously with our decor on the wall. Yeah, hopefully those won't fall. We're going to do top 5 snowboarding places in Michigan that we have experience with. It's going to be a good time.
My 5th highest rated ski resort in Michigan will have to be, what did I put down again? Oh, it's Caberfae Peaks.
Okay.
And it is a pretty cool place. It's historic. It's the oldest ski resort in Michigan. I don't remember which year it was created. We'll have to stat check that one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's where I learned to snowboard personally, and without Caberfae, I wouldn't be a snowboarder. I'd probably be a skier, which would suck. Fischer, what's your number 5?
Mine is also Caberfae.
Wow. Okay.
It's just not fun, you know?
But it made your top 5.
Well, because I've only been to 5 places. It would be like if I went to 20, it'd be 20.
Okay.
Well, okay.
My number 5, I think it's actually a little bit overrated. Crystal Mountain is going to be my number 5. And the reason I say that is Crystal's great. It's got like 60 odd runs or whatever. It's a pretty, like, it has everything that you could ask for. But just, it's like the quality of snow that I feel like I always never end up getting when I go there. The quality of snow is pretty like lackluster, and I know they've been trying to do a better job of that, but that's what did lead me to my wrist injury, so that might have a little bit of bias on that subject. But I mean, it's a great place. Still makes my top 5. So
My number 4 is Nub's Knob, because when I went there was like no one there, so that was good. We'd go down the hill, get right back up on there.
all right, Hunter, number 4. What you
Number
got?
4, I have Cannonsburg down in Rockford, Michigan. It was, I don't know, it's probably on my favorites for tricks and what do you call it? Freestyle snowboarding. And everybody there, they just want to do tricks. They don't just go down the hill and go up. They hang out on the hill and they do tricks a lot. And that's kind of what I do when I snowboard. But yeah, Cannonsburg, despite it being super small and crowded because it's really small, the trick parks are unbelievable. So that's why it's my number 4.
My number 4, Schuss Mountain. This one is one that I never discovered, I believe, until me and Hunter went on a little partner mission. I think it was a year ago. Pretty good place overall. I mean, quite a few runs. There's not necessarily like as many people, it seems like, because it's a kind of it's really off the beaten path. It also has another small mountain attached to it, Summit Mountain. I've never been to that one, but just it's so small. But it's pretty good. I mean, I think the snow quality there has been better than Crystal, because they're pretty similar when you compare them. But park setup, the overall layout, I think it's pretty nice. Number 3 on my list. One's already been mentioned. Nub's Knob is going to be my number 3. Very, very good place. I think it's actually pretty underrated myself, just because being surrounded, literally Boyne chain just draws everybody in because of how great of a place it is. But Nub's Knob, I mean, Fischer nailed it. There's not very many people there just because of how much Boyne attracts all the tourists and away from the town. It's a really cool place. I mean, really good quality snow while we were there. Not that many. I mean, it doesn't have as many lifts and runs as Boyne, but I think there's so much room to just go around and mess around and play and everything. It's just a really, really cool place to be.
At number 3 for me, Schuss Mountain, and he mentioned it before. I wanted to mention something about this. They have an incredible restaurant, and I don't remember what direction it is from like the center of the whole resort, because it's a massive resort and there's hills going every which way from the top. But there's this really incredible restaurant, but in order to get to the ski lift from the restaurant, you get to ski down through a tunnel, and it's like the coolest experience ever. When they have the lights out in there and stuff, it's awesome. The tunnel's pitch black, but then when you get to the other side, boom, ski lift. And like he said, it's not busy, so you don't have to wait in lines. And
Yeah, you never want to snowboard when there's a lot of people.
yeah, agreed. You just want to be the
little
only
kids,
ones there.
they just get in the way.
Yeah. Fischer, number 3.
I had Crystal Mountain at number 3 because it's big. No, it's just spread out. That's why I like it.
It's a great adjective. Big.
No, it's just spread out, and there's a lot of different runs going around it and stuff behind it. Like you can go down the backside. That's why I like.
I'll start number 2.
Number 2.
I have Nub's Knob for number 2.
All
And
right.
it was already mentioned, but with the lifts being color coordinated instead of really long, confusing names, it's easy to get to where you want to go and tell people where you're going so they can follow, or they can go off on their own and meet you at the bottom. Another cool thing is Nub's Knob is 248 acres of pure snow. They make like 90 to 120 inches of snow per year on top of whatever falls from the sky, which is like another 4 feet. And I think that's almost the most of any resort in Michigan, if I read that correctly.
2, I did Boyne Highlands for 2 reasons. One is because they have good golf courses in the summer.
It's not a
That's not a snowboarding reason.
It doesn't matter. It's still a good thing. And then for snowboarding is just there was no one there when we went, at least.
That's
But
true.
we also went on New Year's and New Year's Eve, so that probably helped.
Probably did.
Yeah.
And it was very big. That's all I remember, really.
You like big places.
Yeah.
With less people. I'm
Less
with
people.
you.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Why
be
would
with
you go somewhere where you have to wait 10 minutes in the line just to get up down the hill?
Yeah.
Patience, my friend.
No.
Boyne Mountain is going to be my number 2,
Okay.
and I think a lot of people hyped it as overrated. I know one of us 3, and it's not me, thinks it's pretty overrated, and it can be fair. It's kind of like Crystal. A lot of people are there. It's like the main, mostly known mountain in Michigan, and so it does get crowded, and that's probably the only downside to it. But the amount of variety they have, I mean, the beginner runs, they got 60 runs, for crying out loud. That's so many runs, and they got big park jumps, they got groomers, they got backcountry, they got so many different things you can. If you want to do it all, that's the place to do it, because I mean, it's a pretty incredible place. But it is a little expensive, but I can guarantee you it'll be worth your while.
Very worth it.
The big time is here. Number 1. Who's starting off number 1?
I can take number 1.
Number 1. Okay, what do you got?
It is building off your number 2, Boyne Mountain.
All right, that's
And
fair.
Reason why I like this one the most is overall it is the most like enjoyable resort. You have awesome trick parks, awesome jumps, incredible backcountry, and even more powder areas just to mess around in. The lifts also, I believe, go decently fast compared to most resorts, and that's awesome because like you could be in a really long line and it'll just keep going so fast, so fast. It's not like one of those water slide lines where you have to wait. No, it's fast.
That's
you can
true.
be in a long line and just be up to the top of the hill quickly. But no, there's like a mile-long run and 415 acres. That
It's
is
big.
massive. You
Like
can get
Fischer
lost.
said, it's big.
You can seriously
big.
get lost.
For my number 1, I have Cannonsburg.
What? No.
No,
I
no,
can't
no, no,
do
no, no.
this.
Yeah. Because I would much rather be doing tricks and hitting rails and jumps than just going straight down a hill. Like, that's boring.
Okay, yeah, I like doing tricks too, but
Yeah.
that can't be a number 1.
Yes, it can. Because it is.
Okay.
Are you crazy?
No.
They only have snow like three months out of the year. I mean, if you're
They have-
Caberfae only has jumps for a week.
if you have a craving for extreme park and jumps and rails, that really is the place to be. So I can understand that.
Yep, it's number 1.
So-
Should be on yours too.
Yeah, it didn't make my top
Yeah,
5.
see
That's what
here.
I'm gonna say. My number 1, Boyne Highlands, is definitely gonna be my number 1. More advanced terrain, much better snow in the glades, I would say, than Boyne Mountain overall. And that's kind of like where my forte is, getting into the backcountry, the natural POW. That's where I enjoy myself most of the time. So that, and then it's got all the rest of the variety really that Boyne does. Not as much park action as Boyne Mountain, but for me,
Or Cannonsburg.
obviously not. Yeah, for Cannonsburg, but for me, it's got to be number 1.
You could fit 50 Cannonsburgs on Boyne's main hill.
You
Yeah,
probably
but
could.
Boyne is.
There's not
It's
as
tiny.
much tricks.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Let us know which ones we missed in our top 5, and we'll have to go check them out for ourselves. But until next time, see you later.